So welcome to this video. This is a review of the Reolink Go-PT. Now for some time I've been thinking about getting security cameras at home, and we're always interested in anything that can increase the security of our motorhome. So this actually seemed to cover both bases. I have to say this review is not paid for. They have sent me this product for free, but I'm going to give you an honest review of what I think of this product. So what I'm going to do in the video is I'm going to show you what's in the box in a minute. I'm going to show you a little bit of footage of how we used it when we've been away. Unfortunately, I've not been able to try it at home, but I will tell you how that works. I'll give you a little idea of what's involved with the camera, and I'll give you my conclusions at the end. So first of all, let's have a look what's in the box. Say, be prepared, be Reolink. Like a little sort of set of instructions, I think. That's one side for saying. Yeah, 24-hour surveillance. So you can stick a sticker up, I guess, somewhere. I've got several stickers, haven't I? Different languages. And a manual. Quite a big manual, but I imagine the first few pages. First, that's Deutsch. The first 20 pages are in English. The solar panel instructions. Declaration of conformity. Another declaration of conformity. I think there must be some drilling holes for the solar panel and the camera. So a fair bit in there. Let's have a look at the camera there. It's quite a beefy thing. There we are. It's got a mounting on the top there and an aerial there, and that's the camera itself. That swivels and tilts. It's quite a chunky thing. Got a lot of packaging. We'll never get back now. USB-A to mini USB, I think. A strap, and that's the mounting bracket. So presumably you can mount that to the wall, and the camera goes underneath there, like that. Let me see. Yeah, so that's the mounting of it. Presume you can stand it up like that as well. I don't know yet. Aerial. So I'm doing all this without reading any of the instructions, aren't I? Yeah, that's this aerial. Probably need to tighten that up somehow. Solar panel. Quite a long lead for it. And a mounting for the solar panel itself, so presumably that screws on there. So that's why you need the mounting. I'll do that later. But that's presumably why you need the mounting bracket. So that will charge the camera up. So that's what's in the packet. So what's it for? Well, it can be wall mounted with this bracket. Now the bracket's got a screw on it, and you screw the bottom of it into that bracket. You can mount that to the wall, and obviously then with its pan and tilt this can turn round and monitor it. Obviously the aerial is probably better upright. You can get it to stay upright. Yeah. So it will look like that, mounted to the wall. So that could be quite useful for us if we mount it at home. We can have it on the wall above the motorhome, monitoring the motorhome, and it will let us know if anyone's about, and it will take footage of those people wandering about. So when you go away, you could unscrew it from the wall and take it with you. And that's how we've been using it in the last couple of weeks whilst we've been away. Just standing it on a table and using it to monitor what's going on in the motorhome. You could also take the bracket with you, use the strap that's provided. You could also use the strap that's provided here, and you could strap it to a tree, for instance, and hang it from a tree or a post, which you might want to put it on a post, so you can actually monitor your campsite whilst you're away. So it can be used at home or in the motorhome. What about installation? Well, you're going to need a SIM card with this. I strongly recommend that you get a monthly prepaid SIM card rather than a pay-as-you-go SIM card, simply for the reason that if you run out of data, this is going to stop working because it relies on a mobile signal. Right, the camera has, you turn the camera around, has a slot for the SIM card. Here, I can just lever that off. So it's already got a micro SD card in there. It's got a 32 gig micro SD card in the slot, and put a nano SIM in there. I've just got a £10 6 gig from O2 from a filling station just to try this out. So what was it like to use? Let me show you. Right, so this is the app for the phone, and the little round thing at the bottom allows me to move the camera backwards and forwards and left and right. And it took me a little while to figure out that if I go into the settings, go into display, you can rotate the screen. So I can leave it standing like that, or if I turn it upside down, then I can hang it on the wall at home. So I could use this at home when we're at home with the motorhome. Right, just set up this camera, and what it will give you, just heard, is a motion alert if it detects something moving about here, like a white dog. Poppy, it's so loud. And obviously you've got all the settings here. It's day and night. You can name the camera. You've got a watermark on it. It's got motion sensing, so if I move in front of it, you get a motion alert which you can then view, and it will then record what happened. And you could share it. So the real test is when we go out to connect to it and have a look inside the van. Yeah, so we've gone into the Reolink app, and that's the live view in our motorhome. And we're sitting in the cafe. Because
obviously nothing's moving in there, because
no.
There's nothing moving in there.
No, I suppose I can move the camera down and move the camera up. Moved it up too far now. So you can have a good look round. And there's been no alarms, so no one's broken in yet. I know it works because every time I get in front of the camera, the alarm goes off. And that you can record with that one.
So you can record what's going on in there?
Yeah.
Oh. So if you did see somebody...
You could record them.
You could record
well, it would
them.
record them anyway.
Right.
Well, you can take a picture.
Poppy's bed's still there then?
Yeah. Move it round a bit. Yeah. No, that's really good. I'm quite impressed with that.
Yeah.
And that's connected over 4G.
Yeah.
So this is the sound recording off the Reolink. You want to say something?
Something.
You want to say something?
Where's my tea, you think?
Yeah.
See what you're likely to be saying.
So if someone was in the van, you should be able to hear what they're saying.
Right, okay.
It's good, isn't it?
Thinks you're getting a tea.
It's a rechargeable battery. We left it on all day without, when it was fully charged, and it carried on working. So the battery is pretty good. It lasts quite a while. But if you're mounting it on the wall, this kit comes with a solar panel with a waterproof plug, in case you're wondering. I did wonder about that. And that plugs into the back here. That plugs, get it the right way around. Get it the right way around, and the plug seals like that. And as you can see, it's got the green light on it, and that shows that it's being charged even when it's raining outside and we're inside a motorhome. So that solar panel obviously is going to mount wherever you place this, and that can charge this. It comes obviously with a USB charging lead, so you could charge it when you're in the motorhome or wherever you are. It pans and tilts. I think I've shown you in the video. We can move it about, and it is a 335 degrees pan and 140 degrees tilt. So that can look round, so it swivels round and that turns. Let me see if I can show you that. The red light tells you it's switching on, and the blue light is when it's checking the connection, it's checking the mobile connection. And I can now use the app to connect to it. And this is the problem I've had with it, is the connection keeps failing. If you've got no mobile signal, you can't connect to it. It has night vision, so you can monitor things at night. It's black and white obviously, but that does seem to work quite well. It has a feature called privacy mask, and that's so that if you don't want to film over next door's garden, you can mask that out. So if areas you don't want it to notice, or perhaps cars going by or people walking past, you don't want an alarm every time someone goes past, you can actually mark off those areas with a privacy mask. It does time lapse. It has a facility to push to talk, so you can, on the app, you can push the button and you can talk to whoever's at the other end of the camera, perhaps to warn them off, a bit like the Ring doorbell or something like that. So what are the possible drawbacks with this camera? I think the biggest drawback is the mobile signal. It seems to be the last sort of week or so we've not been struggling with mobile signal. The rain doesn't help, as you can hear on the roof, it's belting down at the moment, so the mobile signal is very poor. So if you've lost the mobile signal, you can't really connect to the camera, I'm afraid. It doesn't record 24/7, so don't buy this thinking that it's a CCTV type camera. It's not. What it does is it records 20-second clips of any movement that it detects, and it does that very well. So if anyone walks past the camera or gets in the view, it records that footage, and it's all stored on the micro SD card on the camera itself. Another drawback is it's not Wi-Fi. It doesn't have Wi-Fi, so you can't connect it to your home Wi-Fi, or even in our case to our mobile Wi-Fi that we've got in our motorhome. Again, depends on a mobile signal. I think there are possibly cheaper cameras that you could use either at home or in the motorhome, but I don't know how many cameras there are that you could use when you're away or at home. So that's sort of a drawback and a benefit, if you like. The other big drawback is everything's stored on the SD card on this camera, so that if someone broke in and stole the camera, that's all your footage gone. And I think that is possibly a reason I wouldn't buy this. It does say on the website that there is cloud backup available, so in theory it could back up to a cloud server when it records the footage, which would be better because at least you'd have something then if it was stolen. Now they tell me that cloud backup is not available in the UK, so there is apparently in development something called Reolink Drive, and it sounds like it's a physical drive, but where that's located I don't honestly know because I haven't seen the product. So what are the pluses about this product? Well, it's very easy to install and to use. It's obviously got an app that you can use on your mobile phone. You can take it with you wherever you go. You could take it in your luggage rack, you can take it in your motorhome, take it in your car, and if you want to monitor something, then it's a perfect camera for doing that. If you want to keep an eye on your campsite, you want to keep an eye on your motorhome, yeah, it's perfect for doing that, with that caveat that it depends on a good mobile signal. It's very easy to install. With the bracket, there's just a couple of holes to drill, or you could just use this strap, like I mentioned, strap it to a tree or to a pole, and you can use it there. It can be used either way up, so you can use it that way up if you're mounting it to a wall, or like I say, use it that way up when you're in a motorhome, caravan, tent even. This version comes with a solar panel for charging, which I probably think is essential if you're going to be mounting it outside, because you don't want to keep trying to go out there and charge it up with a USB cable, and that seems to work quite well. So what do I think of this camera? Well, I think it's a clever bit of kit, and it works really well when you've got a good mobile signal. I know I keep saying that, but that's the catch. If you've got a good mobile signal and you can use it, then this is a really clever product to use. And we like the fact that we can monitor the motorhome when we're away from the motorhome, because we can leave this inside. And the same goes for wherever you put it, it allows you to monitor things remotely, very easily and very simply. It's about £150, I've seen it on Amazon, but I'll be releasing this video round about Amazon Prime Day, so if you're interested in buying the camera, have a look at the links in the description below. There'll be good discounts on Amazon Prime Day, as you know. I think it's 21st and 22nd Amazon Prime, so if you're watching this video around about that time and you're interested in buying this camera, have a look at the links below and you'll get a good deal. So that's it for this review. If you found it interesting, give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll be doing other reviews like this, or you could follow us on our motorhome trips, tours and going to shows. So thanks for watching, we'll see you soon.